Hello, my name is Derek with Wusthof, and today I'm here to talk to you about the differences between a traditional European chef's knife and an Asian knife. And today we have two blades representing one from each camp. We have our iconic classic 8-inch 20 centimeter chef's knife representing the European knife, and in the Asian corner we have our Santoku 7-inch. Now, what makes these knives fundamentally different? Let's start with the European chef's knife. This overall European design originated in France in the late 1700s, and it evolved over time as our diet, our food, our lifestyle evolved. Representing the Japanese corner, the Asian corner, we have our Santoku. In Japanese, Santoku means three virtues: cutting, chopping, and slicing. So how do these two tools that perhaps at face value look like they do the same thing differ? Okay, let's get into it. The chef's knife features more depth. And when I am referring to depth, I'm talking from the spine to the cutting edge, spine to the cutting edge. And it has greater depth. Furthermore, if we have a look down the spine of the knife, you'll notice an increased thickness for the chef's knife versus the Santoku. How is that useful when using a European chef's knife? The thickness of the spine adds a robustness to the knife. It allows you to go with confidence in anything like a root vegetable, a squash, or even small-boned proteins like chickens or hens. The height of the knife is also very beneficial when the knife is designed with its natural rock ring, and that is perhaps the third and most important difference in the design between these two, and that is the shape of the cutting edge. And this European style chef's knife has a beautiful rocker. As we're with the Japanese, you will notice it is a very flat edge. The flat edge comes from a historical design. And in Japan, historically, most foods were not chopped. They were prepared in a much more refined manner. So the Santoku with the straighter edge is truly a slicing tool. And in slicing, the tip of the knife tends to be on the board, and you would draw the knife through the food. And as you do that, the food would tend to release off of the other side. We aid that by carving out these dimples, alternating on opposite sides. Combined with a very steep 10-degree edge per side and a much thinner spine profile, you can get the most delicate foods into the thinnest of slices. So, what are we preparing with this knife? You can certainly do slices through chicken. You can certainly do slices through pork. Think scallions, think onions, think celery, think cucumbers. Think very fine slices of pepper. If you had to choose one or the other, get both, but start with one. My recommendation is the 8-inch chef's knife due to its greater level of versatility. And as any kind of culinary journey involves, there is nothing wrong with adding in the Santoku to round out your quiver of knives.